Hi, I'm Reid, editor of Designing Lighting Magazine, and I am in Frankfurt at Light and Building with Paul Drosihn, the general manager of the DALI Alliance. Paul, welcome.
Hello, Randy.
It's nice to see you again. You're looking well.
Feeling good.
Okay, you are in Hall 8, and you're in a good hall because there's a lot of neat stuff going on there. Let me get this out of the way. So, tell us what you are showing at Hall 8.
Well, the biggest thing we're showing in Hall 8, we have a number of members participating on our booth. But the biggest news is finally the release of certification for our DALI Plus program. So, as you may remember, DALI Plus is our wireless DALI, our venture into wireless.
Yes, and I've been by your booth and I saw all the logos of everybody, so I think that's very good. How's it being received so far? I know we're only in the second day of the show.
Right, and I almost lost my voice already.
Well, I'm noticing that. I do want you to speak as loud as you can so we can pick it up.
Exactly. So, yeah, it's been very well received. Our members, we've had a good level of traffic. Yesterday was slow, as expected. It's a Sunday. The first day is always a little bit slow. Today, it's been really busy. So, yeah.
And see, that's what I like about Light and Building, honestly, is you do start on a Sunday, and it is slow, and you do kind of ramp up.
Right.
And of course, in your case, you ramp up, and then you lose your voice. So,
exactly.
Yeah, but we're hearing great things about the show. So, with DALI Plus, how many, first of all, how many members are in the DALI consortium, if that's the right word?
We now have around 390 members.
Okay.
So that's a huge growth from when I joined the organization 5 years ago. We had 170, so it's been pretty astronomical.
And I'm putting you on the spot. Of the 390, how many in North America?
It's really difficult to measure because many of those that are active in North America, they sign up. We only see where their headquarters sign up. So anecdotally, it's a lower percentage than, for example, in Europe or indeed in Asia. But the members that are active in North America are very strong.
Yes, and I will tell you, we are hearing more and more about DALI. And you know, we've had this conversation before. Years ago, it kind of, the word was DALI is European, not for the U.S. But I will tell you, in the last, I'd say 12 months, I hear more and more about DALI in the U.S. And then I know in the articles that we write, we're asking about what's used, and we're seeing DALI used. So congratulations on the improvement that you've made. So what are some of the benefits of DALI Plus other than the certification?
Right. So DALI Plus is DALI without the wires. It's wireless DALI. Okay. And the advantage of that is it can be IP based as well. So you can connect things together with an Ethernet or wirelessly using something called Thread, which is the underlying technology. And clearly the key advantage of that is the flexibility that it brings. Before, when you're specifying with DALI, you would go for the wired protocol, and then if you needed wireless, you would be forced to choose some kind of proprietary system. DALI Plus is globally standardized in exactly the same way as DALI. So from a specifier's perspective, what you have to ask for is, I want DALI on my project. And then the application will dictate whether you need wireless or wired or what the mix will be.
Right. And that's the beauty of it. You can have either one.
Right.
You know, I do find it ironic. You're talking about offering wires now, and Kasambi just did a press release also, and they're offering wired version. So again, the flexibility to give the customer whatever the customer wants and needs. All right. Refresh my memory, DALI D4i. What is that?
So D4i is DALI 2. It's the same certification program, but it has whereas DALI 2 is a pick a mix, you choose the features that you want in that. Well, D4i mandates some minimum feature set. So in particular, the data and also the power feed for things like sensors or communications devices. So it's really a plug and play suitable system for making DALI easy to use.
Okay. Can we talk a little bit about DALI Awards?
Yes.
Tell our audience a little bit about that and how that works.
So for the last few years, we've been running a DALI Awards program. What that is it looking at projects around the globe that are using DALI in a good way So we don't only look at the lighting design aspects, but we look at the design aspects of the project. What does DALI bring or add to that project, and how is it enhancing either the project or the world or the environment or those kind of things?
Well, I was at a Zoomtobel press meeting this morning, and they were very proud of the fact that they won it. I want to say it was a hospital that they won a DALI award. Does that ring a bell with you?
I don't recall the individual ones. We've got our award ceremony later on tonight, so yeah.
Okay.
But certainly, I think they were Zoomtobel or Zoomtobel Group had actually 2 awards. One was for in different categories. So and I honestly don't remember.
Well, I do think it's a very smart marketing move to have awards and to recognize people that are using the technology, because it just gives you publicity and it gets more people to use it.
Yeah, I mean it's good because it gives them publicity. It showcases the great things that are possible with DALI.
Right.
For example, one of the projects is an airport, Dubai Airport, or Abu Dhabi, something in UAE, using 180,000 DALI luminaires, plus emergency luminaires, plus application controllers and sensors. It's unbelievable how big the scale of this. 180,000. So we get asked questions about, is DALI scalable? Because they hear about this limit of 64 plus 64. Yeah,
DALI is scalable.
It really is.
Well, next year I hope to be at Light Middle East again, and I will check it out when I'm in Dubai.
Perfect.
Okay, is there anything I haven't asked you that I should ask you?
Not that I can think of.
All right. It's always a pleasure.
Likewise.
Thank you.